Welcome to another edition of Our City. A few things going on in the city of Elizabeth. This show is going to be dedicated to Friday, April 21st, where I'm going to join Groundwork Elizabeth at the Boots Not Suits Earth Day event at Phil Rizzuto Park. There will be plantings, games, interactive tables, and much more. Residents can visit our social media accounts to learn more about this event or any other events. Keep in mind that we still provide COVID testing and shots. You can visit elizabethnjvaccine.org to schedule a vaccine. Keep in mind that COVID has not gone away, it is just different. So personal responsibility is extremely important. If you need any more information or simply have a question, call our public information office at 908-820-4124. I'm pleased to be joined by Pat Vella, the recycling coordinator here for the City of Elizabeth, not only talking about Boots Not Suits, but also Earth Day, which is April 22nd, also happens to be my wedding anniversary, and so I can't forget Earth Day. Pat, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Matt.
Every year you plan Earth Day, you wear a shirt and tie for this too.
Yeah, I've been doing it every year for a long time.
How many years are you here now? Tell us about yourself.
So my name's Pat Vella. I'm the recycling coordinator for the City of Elizabeth. I handle all aspects of recycling for the city. I've been here August 1st of this year. I'll make it 18 years.
18 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd the time go, Pat?
I don't know. Seems to just fly by.
Tell us about a little bit the Earth Day, the significance, the importance of it.
So Earth Day started back in 1970. I know back then people were concerned about the big businesses and corporations and refineries and its impact on the earth and its environment. So then, back then in 1970, they started Earth Day as a national holiday, and every year we celebrate Earth Day. It's a way to recognize Mother Earth and its natural resources, and also to let people know about the significance of preserving its natural resources and for generations to come.
So 53 years later, we're still fighting the fight.
53 years, we're still fighting the fight. We're doing a lot better than we did back then, but we're still fighting the fight.
Now, April 22nd is a Saturday and Earth Day, but you're putting together an event on May 2nd.
Yes. May 2nd is going to be our celebration for the City of Elizabeth. We're going to have a citywide cleanup that day. People, various different volunteer groups are going to organize in front of City Hall like a big pep rally. They're going to come to City Hall, and Public Works employees are going to supply them with their gloves, tools, garbage bags, whatever they need to do their task for that day. Usually what they're doing is they're cleaning up an area of either their choosing, or we can designate an area. But a lot of times you'll get like a business or a church that wants to clean up in front of their own area. And nobody's restricted to where we send them. They can actually do their own areas also. And
Pat, Groundwork Elizabeth has something going. I mentioned at the beginning of the show, while you may not be directly involved in it, you're supportive of it.
Yes, of course. Groundwork is a big is an organization and also a big proponent of Earth Day, and they help out the recycling department here in City of Elizabeth. They're great friends to the City of Elizabeth. They're going to be having an event in Phil Rizzuto Park on the actual Earth Day, National Earth Day.
So, Pat, tell us how many groups are involved and what you're doing with some of those groups?
So, as of right now, we have about 10 signed on officially. We're looking to double that by May 2nd, which we should do. We got a lot of verbal confirmation. The good thing about the groups is that these groups are very versatile. There's a big variety of them. We try to hit everybody from students to elementary school to students at the colleges. We also have all our senior groups, all our senior centers and community centers involved. They all participate. We also have local businesses and even the public entities like Union County will be involved besides City of Elizabeth.
And Pat, Joanne Demenden, who used to work with the county, but she's at Clean Communities now in the state. Do they get involved?
Yes, absolutely. So Joanne Demenden used to be with the county. She was on our Earth Day committee and Clean Communities committee for the city. She's moved on to the state now. She's director of Clean Communities for the state of New Jersey. But she is such a good friend to Elizabeth, and she wants to come back, and so she's involved in this event also. She's also still on our committee for City of Elizabeth.
That's good. That's good. Well, the awards, we give them out at the Earth Day luncheon. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, all the groups, when they're done cleaning, we're going to have this year at the Peterstown Center, and we're going to have an award luncheon, and we're going to give out awards. We'll give out certificates to every group that comes. They take pictures, they have fun. We're going to give out food. And then we also give to the top three groups that collect the most garbage. And the main group will get a Golden Broom Award.
Yeah, how did that start, the Golden Broom Award?
So the Golden Broom Award's been around since before I started doing Earth Day. These groups, it's a regular size broom. It's gold. It's not real gold, but it's gold. And all the groups that participate, they really, really want to get that golden broom. I've had organizations say this, we're going for our third golden broom, but it's just been a tradition now, and we just want to keep it there.
So you think your predecessor, Carmine Valiente, started that, or?
Yeah, it was the committee. I only missed the very first year. Carmine Valiente actually started the year before me, and then he retired, and I've been doing it ever since. Kind of making it our own little thing.
So do we do anything before that Earth Day, or not really? Carmen Valiente started the first one,
the first Earth Day cleanup in the city,
which was the year before.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's always been, even before I started working with the city, I know there's always been cleanups and little events here and there. But this is the first. That was the first time we had a major citywide cleanup with a couple hundred people.
And what else can you do to get involved on Earth Day? What can the average person, people who can't make it out that day, what do they do?
So you don't have to, if you can't make the event, it's okay. You don't have to be part of a big event to be involved in Earth Day. You can do anything for Earth Day just to acknowledge Mother Earth. I mean, you could plant something in front of your house. You could clean up in front of your house, not drive your car for that day. And there's many different things that you can do personally that you don't have to be at the event, but it's a nice event, and I welcome everybody.
And what else can you tell us about not only Earth Day, but your role as recycling coordinator?
Besides recycling coordinator, I'm also the Clean Communities coordinator, and besides our major citywide cleanup, we do throughout the whole year. We do cleanups. With many of these volunteer groups that come, but many other volunteer groups with Boy Scouts and, like I said, schools that want to clean up their areas on the weekends after work. I have city employees that are involved with Clean Communities that will clean up designated areas that need to be cleaning.
So if people are looking to get involved, Pat, they can call your office, or if some group wanted to clean up their neighborhood, they would call you, and what would you do?
Absolutely. All you'd have to do is call Public Works office. That would be 908-820-4734. There's somebody always answering the phone there, and we'll be glad to give you information. And we help out with tools, bags, whatever people need. We try to provide to help them with their cleanup.
Yeah, because when COVID hit, group activities really slowed down, but we had a lot of churches and, like you said, Boy Scout groups who would clean the waterfront or their neighborhoods, and we'd provide the bags, and maybe we can get that going again.
Yes, we're doing it now. We're starting. This is going to be, keep in mind, like you said, COVID, the last 3 years, we haven't had our large citywide cleanup. and that was because of COVID. But like you said before, COVID it's still there, but it's changed, and we want to try and get this jump started again. And I think this is going to be a good way to do it. This is a good message to send out to everybody, to let them know that it's okay to come out, get involved in this, and that we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a good time, and this is hopefully we'll take off from where we left off.
Pat, I want to thank you for joining us on the show this evening. You look good in a tie.
Thank you.
You start wearing it more often to work.
Thanks a lot.
For Pat Vella, the recycling coordinator, keep in mind Earth Day on April 22nd and the celebration here in the city of Elizabeth on May 2nd. If you want to come out and help us clean your neighborhood, please be safe. This is Mayor Chris Bollwage. We'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.